Now, you might have thought that I'd be reviewing Season 5, however, there are two miniseries that, while not important immediately in Season 5, leave a huge impact on the rest of the show. The first is Red vs. Blue Out of Mind. Remember in Season 4 when Tex ran off in pursuit of Wyoming? Well, this is what she's been up to. She tracks him down to this base and after defeating the guards, attempts to break inside, only to be nearly run over by Wyoming. So he escapes and she loses her lead. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is a very different tone from Blood Gulch. It's not exactly dark, but more serious compared to our usual brand of screwball comedy. Well, as serious as you can get with Wyoming. The second episode is actually a flashback to the days of Project Freelancer, and we find out that the AI program was scrapped and Tex was forced to escape by Omega. This episode is really interesting. Not only do we get a cameo from Church, but it's really the first time we learn anything about Project Freelancer outside of stories told by Tex or Church. In Season 3, we meet one of the most beloved characters of the show, Agent York. This guy just oozes cool. The best comparison I have is Poe Dameron, and he's, well, my favorite character from The Force Awakens. He's cool, calm, and a bit of a scoundrel.
Sorry, officer. I, lost my keys to my shop here, and I was trying to...
But he's not the only new character we meet, as we also see the first AI that isn't Omega, and learn that not all AI are evil. This is Delta, and he's almost as beloved as York, despite his machine-like personality.
Tactical matrix is incalculable. Outcome is uncertain. Chance of success is unknown. But a little payback would be nice.
We're in.
Tex recruits him, and even though he is heavily reluctant due to an injury in his eye that both Tex and Wyoming apparently had a part in, he accepts. Wait a minute. How is he still alive? Tex, you don't seem the least bit surprised that York is more than 800 years old. See what I mean about the time travel? Whatever. They track down Wyoming to another base and launch their attack, and in the ensuing chaos...
Cover!
Alarm!
Wait, what? Why would they do that? Why would they just kill York off? What a wasted opportunity. So, Tex leaves Delta inside of York so Delta can give York pain medication, and Tex interrogates Wyoming, and we find out that Omega has found his way back to Blood Gulch.
You know what? You don't have to tell me. All I have to do is pummel you senseless, rip off your helmet, and access your communication logs. I'll know exactly where he is.
I see. Well, in that case, perhaps I shall tell you.
Nah, I like my way better.
And that's how Out of Mind ends. Wasted character potential aside, this is a great miniseries. This showed us that the team can make a show set in this crazy universe have an actually serious tone. The only thing I don't like is York's death and the cliffhanger ending. Other than that, this miniseries is a great watch. But that's not all. There's another miniseries. This is Red vs. Blue Recovery 1. This miniseries aired after Season 5, but don't worry, it has literally nothing to do with it, so you don't have to worry about spoilers. We open with York's dead body. Wow, way to hammer in the fact that you killed off one of the coolest characters in the show. It seems that the only person alive is this guy, Agent Washington. He's a recovery agent for Project Freelancer, recovering equipment of dead freelancers to keep it out of the wrong hands. You know, he would have helped a lot in Season 1. He receives Delta and we learn more about him, mostly the fact that he refuses to put an AI in his head, which makes sense considering what we've seen. He instead puts Delta in a storage unit. However, it turns out that Tex didn't kill or capture Wyoming, but rather just left him at the base. As Wash escapes with Delta, he receives another recovery beacon. It turns out to be this guy, Agent North Dakota, who is already dead. We see Wash talking to his twin sister, South Dakota. South reveals that North's AI was stolen by an unknown entity who has apparently been stealing AI and equipment from dead freelancers. We also hear that Wash did in fact have an AI once, and some incident caused him to go insane, and that his AI incident was the reason the project was scrapped. We also learn that not every freelancer got an AI, as South didn't receive one. Wash gets a call from Command, who orders him to kill South, which he does. Or not. Instead, Wash fakes South's death and recruits her to hunt this entity. Wash decides to give Delta to South, considering he would probably be more useful inside someone's helmet, as the meta attacks. We flash back to shortly after Wash's incident. We see him being interviewed by the counselor. During this, we see Wash's trust issues, and it is revealed that his AI lost control and killed itself inside Wash's head. And apparently these trust issues made Wash the prime candidate for Recovery 1. Back in the present, Wash fights the entity as South learns how to use Delta. Eventually, Wash sees a Banshee and he has South cover him as he makes his way to it. He starts to run and...
Alarm! Friendly target! Cease fire!
Calm down.
Wait, what? Seriously? We just have to kill every cool character in this show. Freaking come on. South convinces the entity to let her escape in exchange for Wash's equipment. She flies off in the Banshee and it's revealed that she was also a recovery agent, unknown to Wash. But she goes AWOL with Delta, hoping to hide from this hunter. Yeah, we got another cliffhanger. One that won't be resolved till season 6. You know, I love these miniseries. They explore what Project Freelancer really is and set up future events, but most of all, it showed that this team can handle a more serious tone and create a gripping story rather than an absolutely insane one. And of course, next season we're going to go back to the absolutely insane one. See you next time.
Have you heard the story of a girl named Beth, now known as Tex? Her life's tale is a bloody trail.